First off, I'd like to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Amber Kulik, and I want to welcome you to this presentation today. I am the co-founder and co-facilitator of the Happy Happy Hula Hoop in-school recreation services, along with my business partner, Aliyah Halady. I am a first-year recreation therapy student, and some things that I really enjoy about hula hooping are that it's a good de-stressing activity and is a unique form of physical activity. I look forward to sharing more about what our team has created during this demonstration. This here is just an overview of some of the things I am going to talk about today in my demonstration. I would like to talk about what our mission is as a program, as well as who is benefiting from our program. What age group are we going to be working with? I'm going to be covering where our programs are facilitated, so what setting and what location this takes place in. We're going to take an outlook on what a day at our program looks like. So this is going to be for the participants specifically. Aliyah will go into detail about what this will look like for volunteers later on in her presentation. I'll also go over some frequently asked questions that we get by parents. What is Happy Happy Hula Hoop? We are a recreation program based on physical activity, socialization amongst peers, and personal well-being. Participants in our program will be guided through a series of games, tasks, and obstacles using hula hoops as the main object of focus. A small group activity that allows for teamwork in an active and hands-on environment can be good for kids' development and learning these skills as they grow. Also, a unique feature about our service is that we come directly to the participating school. Building on from that, I'd like to say our mission statement. Here at Happy Happy Hula Hoop, our ultimate mission is to bring a smile to kids' faces and prepare them for their future. We want to encourage creative thinking and let peer groups interact and work together in a positive setting while getting quality physical activity together. Now that you have a little bit of background information on our service, I'd like to pose this question to you, the audience. You can think about it through the presentation, and at the end, I'll come back to it and see if you have an answer. What skills do you think that young participants gain through recreational in-school programming? Who is Happy Happy Hula Hoop for? When creating our service, Aliyah and I decided together that kids aged 6 to 11 or grades 1 to 5 were the age group of the participants we were going to design it for. Because the goal of our programming is to promote well-being and encourage social skills between peers, and this age range of youth is developing these skills, we chose them specifically. In the process of creating the service, we followed the guidelines in the Child Care and Early Years Act of 2014 based on the laws of recreation and youth programming to ensure that our policies reflected official recommendations. Happy Happy Hula Hoop also recruits youth volunteers, which Aliyah will provide more detail on when she speaks very soon. That brings us to the location of our facilities. So Happy Happy Hula Hoop programming is actually done directly in elementary schools. These activities can be done both indoors in gymnasiums and outdoor on grass or concrete surfaces, depending on the weather. To make this program accessible to all students, Aliyah and I decided to be an in-school based service, meaning students don't have to pay transportation fees to attend, and it saves students with mobility devices from worrying about getting in and out of a bus to get to our facilities. Once our facilitators and volunteers have set up all of our materials and are ready to go, we will start our program for the day. Once we welcome the participants into the space and introduce the facilitators and volunteers, we will do a dynamic warm-up with the participants to not only get our bodies moving, but to create an upbeat energy in the room to get ready for all of the fun that's about to happen. In this photo, you can see different types of setups with the hula hoops and different ways that the kids are interacting with each other. In the top left corner here, you can see a photo of two participants who are crawling through hula hoops that appear to be together in a maze. This activity will be a teamwork-based activity and will be our first one after the warm-up. The participants will crawl through them and try to get through them as fast as they can to the other side. These participants' teammates will be encouraging them and cheering them on as they complete the course. In the photo on the right, you can see what appears to be a participant throwing something into the hula hoops that are on the ground. The objective of this is to try to throw them into the different hoops to get the different amounts of points. This is a team activity but is completed individually. In the photo on the bottom of this slide, you can see two participants who have the hula hoops that are standing up by themselves. This activity is individual and can help kids figure out new skills how to make the hula hoop stand up by itself. They can play around with it and see if they can spin it and bring it back to themselves. They can also work on hula hooping with their hips or their arms or wherever they want. These few short activities that I've just briefly described are just some of the fun ways that we can encourage our goals through our programming. In regards to COVID-19 protocols, I would just like to add that hula hoops are also a very good tool while encouraging social distancing, especially with kids. Our programs can be modified to have participants stand in a hula hoop by themselves, both for individual activities as well as teamwork-based games, with the hula hoops being distance markers. For some last-minute information on Happy Happy Hula Hoop services, we'll move into some frequently asked questions. The first question is, how long does the program last? Typically, our programs last 1 hour. We do a warm-up, we do all of our activities, and a cool-down session. The question is, what is the cost of a program for a participant? And I answer, because we organize our work through volunteering, Happy Happy Hula Hoop organizes our curriculum through the school boards interested in using our services. There is no cost for participants as it's done during school hours and is in the school itself. A third question that I'll be answering today is, what materials do participants need to bring? I will say just their smiles and enthusiasm, as well as a water bottle and a comfortable pair of shoes. Happy Happy Hula Hoop Services provides the hula hoops and other materials necessary for the program itself. Back to the question I asked towards the beginning of my demonstration. What skills do you think that young participants gain through recreational in-school programming? I'll say that kids gain physical, social, and cognitive skills through our programming, as well as confidence. As they learn these skills, they now have new things that they've learned and things that they can show their friends and parents. They'll also gain teamwork skills that they can use as they grow up. That concludes the gist of what we offer as a program, how we operate, and what we aim to accomplish through our unique and interactive activities. I hope that you gained an understanding of Happy Happy Hula Hoop as a business. Next up, Aaliyah will be going into depth of the volunteer process and opportunities with our service. Thank you so much for listening.